October 2024. Tehran, Iran. Beneath the city's restless skyline, shadows gather in marble corridors laced with secrets. The Supreme Council convenes. Their war plans, encrypted and urgent, echo through dim-lit chambers carved by centuries of ambition. Yet, as the world's eyes fix on the present, a voice from the past begins to whisper, one spoken long before satellites or sanctions, by a prophet who wrote in fire and foresaw kings before their first breath, Isaiah. His parchment survived wars, empires, and the erosion of time. Tonight, lines penned 2,500 years ago burn through history's veil, their letters glowing with uncanny relevance. In the darkest hours, when power brokers plot and armies stir, a prophecy cracks open the vault of destiny. Isaiah 45, "Thus says the Lord to Cyrus, his anointed, whose right hand I have grasped, the name of a king, written centuries before his reign, a blueprint of conquest, resistance, and divine reversal, sealed in Hebrew scrolls and echoed in the heart of a modern empire on the verge of war." But this is not ancient myth. It is the script Iran's regime follows, line by line, sometimes knowingly, sometimes as if compelled by unseen hands. Their most guarded strategies, it seems, have been leaked in a language older than Farsi, older than the Republic itself. Travel back to a time when the world's center was Persia, where the mighty Cyrus the Great ruled from his golden throne. The clay cylinder he signed, the Cyrus Cylinder, still exists, inscribed with decrees of liberation, tolerance, and protection for Jerusalem. Archaeologists called it the world's first charter of human rights. Yet, there's another reading. Isaiah had foretold this king's rise and mission centuries before, naming him as a tool of supernatural deliverance. The scroll and the cylinder, laid side by side, tell a story of promise and peril. But in 2024, Iran's leaders do not seek to rebuild Jerusalem. They seek to erase it. Intelligence leaks from within the IRGC, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, show plans to seize resources and exert dominance across the region. Translated, their aspirations echo Isaiah 45:14. "The wealth of Egypt and the merchandise of Cush will come over to you." Just as the prophet wrote, modern power games mirror ancient patterns. A former Mossad agent, voice filtered for protection, admits they're looting Syria's oil fields, just as Isaiah predicted. The scripts have collided. As the conflict escalates, Israel's defenses appear to transcend technology. IDF thermal drones, eyes in the night, capture moments when Iranian UAVs, bristling with explosives, approach Tel Aviv's perimeter. Yet one by one, the drones plummet from the sky, enveloped in sudden bursts of light. Analysts at MIT release a stunning report. Electromagnetic anomalies ripple across Israel's border, bursts of interference, inexplicable by known science. Isaiah 4:5-6, once poetic metaphor, now reads like a classified briefing. "Then the Lord will create over all Mount Zion a cloud by day, and smoke and the shining of a flaming fire by night." In one intercepted frame, Hebrew letters Yah appear in the heat signature of an exploding drone. Coincidence? Or a signature left by the supernatural firewall Isaiah described? The boundaries between prophecy and physics blur, leaving even the skeptics speechless. Then, an earthquake strikes Damascus. Satellite imagery reveals a network of tunnels used by ISIS, speculated to be lifelines for Iran's militias, collapsed in a heap of dust and fractured stone. The world watches as newscasters quote Isaiah 13:1. Damascus will become a heap of ruins. In the chaos, a Syrian rebel stumbles upon a tattered Crusader-era map, its ancient ink outlining the precise coordinates of the recent strikes. Another dead drop, this time centuries old, activated as if by a hand reaching through history. Is this a string of random events, or the unfolding of a design written in a language only time can decode? The evidence mounts. News clips flash across screens. High-ranking Iranian officials fall ill or perish under mysterious circumstances. The words etched on the Cyrus Cylinder resurface, "May the gods destroy him who would harm this decree." The curse, it seems, has not lost its teeth. As the world holds its breath, a vision rises over Jerusalem, the third temple, radiant and golden, hovering like a promise over the modern cityscape. Light streams from its crown, blending past and future. In a nearby hall, leaders sign a peace treaty, hands shaking, eyes wary, as if the ink itself might spark a new prophecy. Hope glimmers, if only for a moment. But the countdown isn't over. The Isaiah Protocol is still in motion. Some say it's a mere coincidence, a patchwork of history and hysteria. Others see a pattern, one that warns, one that protects. The line between fate and free will, between human ambition and divine intervention, grows thin. As you listen, know this: the script you're hearing may vanish soon. In a world of algorithms and censorship, information that challenges the narrative is quickly erased. But the patterns persist, waiting for those with eyes to see and ears to hear. If you recognize the signs, if you see the prophecy unfolding, act. Share this knowledge. Save it before it's lost. You are now part of the unfolding story, a story that began with a burning scroll and now blazes across the world stage. Smash the like button. YouTube may not want you to see this. Subscribe for part 2, dropping when Russia makes its next move. Comment MENE if you see the pattern, and join the first 100 to claim the uncensored intelligence from Damascus. The world's oldest playbook is still open. The Isaiah Protocol is no longer just prophecy, it's headline news. The clock is ticking. Will you heed the warning or miss the moment when history's deepest secrets rise to the surface one last time?